Hi, this is Paul Gilstone here, and I'm going to show you a quick way to iron your pants, okay? These are khakis, all right? Look at these things. They're absolutely disgusting, all right? Now, what a lot of people do in this world, okay, they don't care about being pressed for some reason anymore. I don't know. It's like wash and wear. Well, I'm old school, and if you want to look good, okay, this is a cute little trick that you do here. It's called iron your iron free khakis, okay? You can press them with an iron. It takes you a couple minutes. They charge $5 to dry clean and iron these things, okay, at the Chinese laundromat. No offense to any Chinese people out there. You guys do a great job, but at any rate, so as soon as this comes out of the dryer, okay, when you're doing your wash, basically what you do is you have this. Now, if you leave it sit in the dryer, you're going to end up with a wrinkled mess. All right. Now you can turn the dryer back on when you come home if by chance if you did leave the dryer running and it stopped. You can turn it back on. It'll heat the clothes up and somewhat get them out. So basically what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you how to press these very quickly. This is a quick job. Okay. So it comes out, let's say comes out of the laundry. Okay. You take it out of your dryer. You have this, which is a wrinkled mess. We want to show nice presses. So what you have here, and this pair of pants I've had for a little while, you have a seam on the left-hand side, seam on the right-hand side. Pretty simple, okay? You take these, you match them up like that, all right? Then what you do is on your other pant leg, you have the same thing. There's a seam that runs down the inseam, which is right here for you guys. And then you have the out seam, which is right here. All right, so inseam to out seam, like so. Then what we're going to do, you have these hooks. You can buy these anywhere. Okay, they're basically held on by pressure. Okay, so after these come out, if you don't have time to iron them, still hang them up. Okay, inseam to out seam. So I have all four seams: out seam, inseam, inseam, out seam. They're all matching. See, it's pretty simple. Then you give them a little shake like this. Then what you do is very carefully you take your pressure thing here, look, and you can get these at any department store. Make sure that when you put these in here, your inseam and outseam, which is right there, stay matched up, okay? Pretty simple, all right? And then what we do is we take this and it goes over like so. And so what we have is we have a pair of pants that we just took out of the dryer, okay? It's hung up here. These hang up just like that, okay? And you can actually press them like this, which is real cool. If you want to do a fast press job, you don't even have to press them now. You can wear them and look like a, slob. But the way that I press them, okay, is you can actually leave it right on the hanger so that it kind of holds everything in place. So put that right here, all right? And you kind of have to move the fabric around a little bit and stretch it on either side because here again, you don't want to iron any wrinkles in, okay? So basically this is what we're doing, okay? Now you can do this one pant leg at a time, all right? Which traditionally I've done, but if you're in a hurry, this can do it in a hurry for you, okay? So you have that. And here again, when we go to put our seams in here, we want our creases. Hold the iron, use steam, make sure it's set to the right temperature for your fabric or you're going to be melting stuff or it won't be hot enough to do the job. The fabric indicator is normally shows right there. So then I go to the other side, kind of go out like so, like that. And I did get a little bit of it folded up under here. You can see this, and I'll show you what I did so that you don't make the same mistake. Because I didn't make sure everything was all stretched out and perfect the way it should. So you have that. Then what you do is you bring this up here. Here's where your end line is, where you had just finished ironing before. And here again, when you go down this seam, you're pressing down. You're holding it like so on both sides, okay? And here again, make sure all of your fabric is, so you're not putting any wrinkles in. Okay, make sure it's all stretched out. Okay, and here again, these holes right here, there's steam coming out. Use bottled water, okay? If you're on wall water, don't use wall water because it has too many minerals in it and it will plug everything up in your iron, okay? So I'm almost done, okay? So when I get to the bottom part here, and the reason why I have these hooked up and attached, okay, is simply to hold my pant legs straight. Because when you get down to the bottom, you're still going to want that out seam, in seam matching up. Otherwise, you're going to end up, your pant leg will look all crooked. Okay, so now I'm towards the bottom down here. I'm going to do the same thing. Right across like that. Now this is a quick job, okay? You can get really, really technical with this ironing. So, there we do that. And that's the quick job. Now, normally if I was to be a total freak, okay, I would do both sides. But being the quick job, okay, I'm not doing both sides. I just did one side. But I can't help myself. I'm going to do the other side. No, I'm not going to do the other side. And then what you do is when you go to do this part up on top, up here, okay, you basically have this small portion on your iron again, because you can look great and have a wrinkly fanny. All right, your legs might look great, but you might have a wrinkly fanny. So just kind of do this around here. It's important around the zipper part, okay, because, well, never mind. It's important to iron around the zipper, okay? People do look there. That's all I'm gonna say. So we iron around the zipper right here. All right, and some of these have pleats, if they do, and then you just keep continuing going around here, your little pocket and everything, just keep going around and around and around. You have one leg here. Now we get to the fanny part. You do want this crease to come up here, so you don't want to iron down too far. And here's the crease that goes between your butt crack. We'll iron that. And so you keep going around. So I guess basically, if you really look at it, okay, do you want to be seen wearing this and looking like this? Okay? Huh? See? Look how sloppy that looks. And in just a short period of time, would you rather look like this? Pressed. Nice and pressed. It just takes that little bit of time to go from a slob looking like you're riding around in the mountains somewhere with long hair and dreadlocks, okay, and you just beat your clothes out, okay, on a rock in the stream and washed them and dried them hanging from a tree, to looking like this, which is pressed. Thank you. I'm Paul Gilstone, and we'll be back again.